Let's start with Titans Chargers. Remember, if you want any action on this game, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. It's being played at Wembley Stadium in London. The Titans, Derek Morgan and Will Compton, two of their starting linebackers, did not practice Wednesday. We got to see what their status is because Morgan left the game the other day. Kenny Vaccaro might come back. He's been out a couple of weeks with an elbow injury. So the Titans look horrendous on offense, right? Every week, I've been saying all year, this is a team I want to believe in, and they're just killing me. I mean, Mariota's thrown for over 130 yards one time. So it's been bad. It's been really bad on offense, and I'm not sure when or if it gets fixed.
I don't know. You're getting to a point now with Marcus Mariota where you're like, is this guy any good? I mean, I know we kind of had those questions coming in the season because he's been up and down, and you see flashes of like, oh, okay, yeah, I can see why this guy was number 2 overall pick, and it's just, I don't know, man. It's not all his fault. I mean, 11 sacks last week. Good Lord.
I know.
11 sacks and 10 completions, I think. It's not all him, but man.
The injury might be factoring in here. I wonder if the injury matters or how much it matters.
It could be, but you don't have any choice. You can't play Blaine Gabbert. I don't even know who's their number 3. I don't even know.
I have no idea. Right. So you're not doing that. The other side of this one, the Chargers are another team that I always want to believe in, and they always they fall on their faces somehow. It's always something with them. Are we there now? They're 4-2. They look pretty solid. I look at this team and I go, maybe this is it. I'm never one for, or hardly ever one for, oh, this team always does this because, what happened now what happened 5 years ago doesn't affect what happened now and all that. But the Chargers, I got to go. When the Chargers lost one of the games early, I went, oh, not again. But they're doing what they're supposed to do. They're 4-2. They're winning the games they're supposed to win generally. Are you ready to believe in the Chargers now?
I think that I am. Phillip Rivers is always one of those guys that always, throughout his career, has been just a really good player. Again, he's doing it this year. 15 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He's 3rd in the league in touchdowns thrown. He's having kind of one of those MVP seasons, and it's not unexpected. This is a good player. He's got a lot of weapons. Melvin Gordon has played well. 5.1 yards per carry, and he's second on the team with 30 catches. He's again a guy who's just played really well for them. And overall, and he's got 9 touchdowns overall. Melvin Gordon does. So, I mean, this is a team that really has a lot of offensive firepower. And last week against the Browns, I thought they're pretty impressive. Nobody really trounced the Browns. We talk about the Browns being maybe they're not really good, but they've been close in every single game they played. And last week they got blown up by LA. So that tells me something because I think the Browns are decent enough. I think the Chargers are putting it together, and I think this is a team where, they're not. I have a hard time believing they're gonna kind of keep up with the Chiefs in the AFC West, but they're definitely gonna play for that wild card spot. I think into the wild card, if they get the playoffs, I think this is a team that can do some damage.
All right, so now the Titans, as bad as they were last week, and as much as they struggled on offense, I mean, they've been decent, right? They're not some disaster of a team. I actually thought they were going to win last week, and that was bad. But the way the Titans played last week, it was so bad. But are you willing to give 7 points and take the Chargers?
Yeah, no, I'm taking the Chargers. The Titans they're kind of similar to the Jaguars in the way I've seen them lately. Like, oh, this team that defense should be good, and the offense is going to struggle, and maybe Mariota's not that great, but this team still should be pretty decent based on that defense. Kind of like the Jaguars. They're just not.
All right.
Yeah, I'm definitely willing to take that 7 for the Chargers. I like them a lot here.
Okay, I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to take the Chargers. So far, 85% of the experts on Pick Watch taking the Chargers. I'm going to lay the points. I don't feel great about it. If you're going to ask me to pick 5 games on this schedule, this would not be one of them. So my confidence level is not great.
I guess because I feel pretty good about it.
Okay.